All right, so here it goes. Today's Thursday, July 23rd. I just got home from work just a bit ago. I'm gonna be here before I go to sleep. Work went all right. It went pretty fast, and it never does. Especially on my 4 day work weeks, it doesn't. But maybe that's just a sign because I am moving this weekend. And I'll probably move part of my stuff on Monday and bed and stuff on, well, Sunday and my bed and stuff on Monday. And I'm probably going to end up staying in the apartment Monday night. And I don't know how that well that's going to go. I don't know if I can by myself. I really don't. Maybe I can get somebody to come up and stay there with me. It would help tremendously just to have somebody else there. So, but yeah, it was a all right night. Nothing major broke down on the machine, but I'm just expecting the next you know 4 days to fly by, or next 3 days to fly by, and then it's gonna be a rough weekend after that. Um, I feel bad for I feel him because he's got to move too. He loves it out here, but well, she's not a dog person, so I'm not gonna leave him out here. I'm moving to an apartment where I can't just let him out. I gotta take him out on a leash, and we'll see how he does. Hoping he does well. Anyways, it's yeah, it's been an interesting day. Actually, give me just a second. All right, I'm back. I had to go get this notebook. Told you guys I was gonna read some crap out of my notebook sometime. So, let me see. What do I want to read first? So I just want to start from the beginning. Sure, why not? Started this on Tuesday, July 14th. So please don't make fun of my reading. I'm just okay. We'll start this off with who I am, because what I am became who I am, or who I was. I'm a horrible person. Do I murder people? No. Do I rape? No. I cheat. I have now taken a few steps in the correct direction, but losing the most amazing woman I have ever known, don't tell mom, is what it took. Unfortunately, this is the case that hit me like a ton of bricks and has left me feeling like I'm drowning. It has it's gotten it's gotten a little better, but I do still kind of feel like I'm barely treading water. Anyways, I guess I never knew what I was really doing before, which is so true. There's no other way to put it. I didn't. I knew I was doing it, but I didn't realize why I was doing it, and I didn't realize what it was doing, and it didn't. I didn't even cross my mind that it was wrong. So that's where I'm at now. I know it's completely wrong. I know it's never gonna happen again, even though I've said, and I know in my heart I will never date anybody else. I can't. I just I couldn't date someone else with the thoughts of Elizabeth and Austin. Still, I'm completely in love with her. That's the way it'll always be. I'm never not gonna be. That's how I can't. I would never be able to date somebody else and bring them into that. So that's where I stand on that. Oh, where was I? I will never forget the date. as long as I live. Well, 2 dates, July 8th and July 12th. Well, July 8th is the day it happened. I was at work. I did it. I know I did it, and like I said, take responsibility for what I do. No excuses. And the 12th is the Sunday that she technically broke up with me. So I went from the 8th to the 12th with her really not talking to me, and she was gone the whole time, and it was hard because I'm so used to her texting me. I don't know how many times a day, and I text her, and I'll get an "I love you" and I'll get an "I miss you," and I really, really miss that. It's who wouldn't, But anyways, let it go on. There was so much pain, but I can only imagine what she's going through. Elizabeth Ann is the most amazing woman is the amazing woman of which I speak. And even though she tries to hide it, everyone has a breaking point. I do, and I had that, I had a breakdown on Saturday night, but I don't think that was, my breaking point. I think that was just I realized some things. And now I'm kind of worried about what my breaking point is, or where it is, and what is going to happen if I do end up hitting it. I don't want to. I don't want to, because I don't want to know what's going to happen. But I'm worried about it. I'm worried about it. I'm very worried. Anyways, it's just a strange pairing. I mean, look at me. From the very first moment I saw her, she had something in her eye that just twinkled at me. She'll tell you she thought I was way too dorky. I don't see where she sees that, but anybody knows me knows better than that. Neither of us was meeting for romantic interest, which it's true. We weren't. We were meeting because we thought, at least we'd have a friend. And we talked quite a few times, but we didn't think it was really going to go there. At least not that fast. Okay. I had a pool table, and she said she knew how to play pool, and well, she can play, but not well. But it was so much fun, being there with her, and it just felt like right. It felt right, She was fun, she's always been fun. Anyways, eventually she left, and then after a little bit, like 5 minutes or so, she called me because she didn't think she should be driving, which I didn't think she should be driving when she left, but what do I know? Anyways, and she wanted to come back, which was perfectly fine, I'm not gonna let her drive home that way, especially if she doesn't think she can do it. And I don't remember what time she went home, but we slept in the same bed, and we were fine with that. She slept, I slept, that was it. But she did, tell me a couple things that night that, generally this was our first meeting. Generally, the first meeting when you meet somebody, you don't divulge really personal information, and she divulged some very personal information that all I could do was just hold her hand and shake my head and just hug her, because it was just things that it's just so hard to tell somebody that even somebody you've been dating for, months. It's just very hard, or years. It's very hard to tell them these things. I'm not going to tell you guys because you guys do not need to know this stuff. But it is just, I can't even imagine how she must have felt, or how comfortable she must have felt with me to tell me those things. And it just, that's another thing that just hurts so much, that she felt that way about me, but I have gone to this point with her. It just hurts, and I can imagine how much it hurts her. All right, where was I? She, it. Every time every time she tells me something that is important to her, and you can see it when it's important to her, in her face, in her eyes. Every time she tells me something like that, it gets me. It does. It gets me. It gets me. Gets me right there. But it's great knowing she feels good telling me that, and she can tell me that. All right. So her family. Okay. Yeah. Wow. I love them. I love them all. I love them all right to death, because they are so different for a family. They are the type of family, with me and my personality, my sense of humor, all that. They are the type of family because I'm adopted, could have seen myself growing up with. My parents, my family, not so much. I mean, I love my family right to death. My parents are amazing. My brothers are great. But the dynamic and the mindset of the whole family is just not mine. Her family, oh yeah, that's so mine. It's just so much different, and I've never truly felt accepted and like I belonged in any place, as many times as I've moved around, and as many different jobs as I've had. I've never felt like I belonged or accepted as much as I do with that family. It's so amazing and so weird all at the same time, I love them right to death, all of them. Michael and Holly, they're gonna have another baby. They're gonna have a baby. She wasn't supposed to be able to have babies, but it's a miracle, and I hope this turns out the way I think it's going to and want it to. Then I will get to be in that baby's life and probably be uncle. The ones I am uncle to, I do love them right to death and cherish that, and I do still want that from them. And all right, so we got this is how I can describe their family. It's like a motor. We got all their family is all the little parts, and the only way that motor makes sense and everything works well together is if every part does its part. And every part is there. Then it just it goes so well. But anyways, all right. I'm going to talk about Austin. This is going to be the last thing because it's over 15 minutes. So I don't like doing this little videos. Austin gets his own paragraphs. You don't like it, then whatever. You're gonna read it anyway and like it. And even though we were only together for 2 years, he is away. Oh. Yeah, even though we've only been together for 2 years, he, in a way, has just made a better man, and just hearing about him will make you a better person, too. He is an amazing kid. It's hard to explain. He's simple and complicated all at the same time. Can't imagine where he got that from. His mom. Even in my best days as a teenager in early 20s, he would still have beat my ass at any and all video games. He has autism. It's not that bad. He's very high functioning, but I tried to play video games with that boy, and he kicks my ass every time. He would have been bored playing the video games I had when I was younger. He would have been so bored of that. I wish I'd put a little bit more of attention to him in the last couple of years, because he's a great kid, and we both like video games, but I haven't tried as much as I should have, and that has changed a lot since everything has happened. But I need it. I need to keep him close. He needs to know he's loved, and not everyone's all right. He always does it. He asks his mother all the time if she's all right, even when she's she's fine. I mean, I see why they do it. It is amazing that they do it. I didn't understand it for a good while, but I do now. He's seen what she's been through in her life. She knows what he's been through because she's his mother, and she's been there for all of it. So they just constantly want to make sure each other is fine, and more, like I said, more people should do that. It's something that's very lost. Austin is a great guy. He's he's made me a better man for knowing him, and unfortunately not a better man, enough to, be for him and his mom. I told him this morning when I got home, I told him I was sorry for not being what they needed, and then I let him down, and I let his mom, I let a lot of people down. It's not me. It's not right. But I'm doing what I can to make up for it and make it right. And hopefully she can see that. That's, like I said, that's my final goal. Anyways, all right. Well, I'm gonna cut this video off. Almost 20 minutes. That's way longer than I like to make them. So, but yeah, I'll have more to read eventually sometime. Thank you very much for listening to me. Bye.